Hello?
What's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie. Now that's a tough one. I'm a big 80s horror guy, but you know, as the years have gone on, and there's been a lot more artistic horror, so it's kind of shifted for me. But hello? Hello? Alright, whatever. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk. I'm John.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're here with our guests, Faith and Paige, and we are going to be talking about Scream 5, which was directed by Matt Bettinelli Open and Tyler Gillette. I'm sorry.
Butchered that.
Yeah, that's a hard last name. But these two directed Ready or Not, and they are the new director of Scream 2022, or as we'll be calling it, Scream 5. So right off the bat, I just want to get our initial thoughts, whether you guys liked it or not, before we go into spoilers.
Well, let's start with our guest, actually. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
Faith, what's your initial thoughts?
I loved it. I loved the whole meta thing that they had going on with the younger people. They brought in a lot of stuff from the old ones and kind of introduced it to the younger people now, so I like that a lot about the movie.
Okay. Paige?
I did like the movie. I do think the first part of it was a little slow, and I'm like the biggest Scream fan in the entire world. So, I mean, it's a lot for me to say anything negative about it, but I think it was great. I do love that they did the requel thing. I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to do it. And I don't know. I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. You know? It was good. It was good. I had a fun time. That's all you need with this review.
I think
you need to have fun.
I'm there too. I'm like an 8.5.
You need to have a
Alright.
fun time.
I agree
Yeah,
with
it
that
was fun.
score as well. I mean, I thought it was an amazing movie. I love the legacy cast being back. I'm a little upset that spoilers. We're going
we'll
into
get
Lots
into
of
that.
spoilers.
We'll get into that, but right
Already
off the
there.
bat, what would you give it out of 10 if you were
I
just
mean,
out of the gate?
yeah, I would say 8.5, 9 out of 10. I mean, it was a great
Oh, a
movie.
9.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I think I definitely put it above Scream 3.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I would say
Oh
Scream
yeah,
1.
definitely.
And to toss up between this and 4.
For your number 2 spot?
Yeah, I don't know, because I like 2, but I don't like to. It's so weird.
Well, for me, I think I'm a little less loving than the three of you. I would probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
Really? I'm
And,
interested to see.
and as we get into the
what you
spoilers,
dislike.
I will tell you why. And so, just off the bat, we all like it. Maybe some of us like it more than others, but that's it. So now going forward, we are going to be talking spoilers. So this is your warning.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Get
So
out of
If you
here.
have not watched this movie, do not click.
it's enough of a warning for you. So anyway, I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat why I didn't like it as much. And you guys might have liked this. Billy Loomis.
Billy
You didn't
Loomis.
like that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it was weird the way they did it. It was cool to see another legacy character. I mean, I guess they had to. There was a way to fit him in the movie, and I guess like, how did she see him? You know, in the mirror or whatever. But
My issue I had with him is he looked older.
He
And
looked
he
old.
is
It looked like they threw
But
de-aging
obviously he
technology
is,
on
Yeah.
him.
but
I
like,
think the aging was that bad, like the aging technology they used. Like, I think they should have went more like what they did with Sam Loomis in Halloween, like
Yes.
the recent one, because he looked fucking awesome.
well,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't.
it's okay. We could throw a couple in there. But no, yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, his face bothered me. And Scream never went this route where somebody
Not
like would
true.
see like a
Scream
ghost.
3, she sees her dead mom.
That is true, you're right.
That's right, Sydney
That
did
is,
that.
so I
Oh,
guess
yes.
they do have
I am the
this-
Scream Queen.
Yeah, Paige is our Scream Queen. But were there any negatives for you guys, or am I the only one real
that
negative?
wasn't a big thing. I thought that was going to be more of her actually being the killer. And
I
the
thought
little
she was the killer,
like,
and she
twist.
just didn't know.
And yes,
Oh,
I
right,
kind
yeah.
of thought that maybe she's going crazy.
Same.
That's why she's seeing her dead dad.
Yeah, I could see that. I that never crossed my mind, but I could see why you would think that.
As for the Billy Loomis thing, I don't like that they kind of made him an anti-hero.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, they
I
did
love that
kinda-
he was there,
Yeah.
but I will justify it with
Oh,
that
yeah,
it's
definitely.
not actually her seeing a ghost, it's her hallucination.
It's in her head,
Yeah,
and
so
that she's trying
that's
to come.
why.
She's trying to come to grips with the fact that her father is Billy Loomis,
Yeah.
and that she herself is worried about being an evil person.
Because like if that was Billy Loomis, he would just be like stab him,
Yeah.
stab them all.
Yeah, so we have to understand it from her perspective.
Exactly.
you know?
That's the only reason I will justify it. Also, I love Skeet Ulrich with all my heart.
Yeah.
So seeing him, I was just like, oh.
I was so into having
Marry
him
me.
back, but it really, I just felt like I would have cut him out completely, and I get that was like a sin to Scream fans, but
The only thing I really didn't like with him is like when she like after spoiler, she kills Jack Quaid, and then like she like looks in the car window and he's just like, yeah,
like,
do that shit.
yeah,
And
like
I'm
I'll make
what
the
the
killing
fuck?
too, but you did it for good, and I did it for
Yeah,
bad.
I was just psychotic, but
You use my powers for good. I can appreciate that. That's kind of what he was saying. But did you have any negatives, Matt?
Negatives. Honestly, I can't think of one off the top of my head that I anything that I disliked. I have a list of stuff that I liked.
Yeah.
I really loved again seeing the legacy. Dislike. You killed Dewey. Come on, how do you kill Dewey?
Oh yeah, that
somebody needed to die.
Somebody from the legacy.
I guess someone had
And
to go.
I think they used David Arquette. He was the best legacy character in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
seen
absolutely.
Gale Weathers go. But
David
Calm
Arquette.
down.
Yeah, David Arquette actually, believe it or not, as far as Sidney wasn't in there till the end, but he was really part of the main cast. I would say he gets involved pretty quick. And honestly, as far as
He has a
David,
good part.
as far as his performances go, I would say that this was actually one of his better performances in the 5 movies.
yeah.
I like that they didn't make him like a doofus, like old Dewey. Like he's still like
He's mature.
No,
yeah.
but he's broken.
Oh, he's
yeah,
a
that's
broken
why
man.
I
He's
really
broken,
liked it.
you know,
because
like,
he
he's
got his
completely
redemption with himself in a way.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I like that he was called himself a coward to Gale, and then he went back because he was like, I gotta shoot him in the head. I gave myself the chills. Oh my
That-
god.
Yeah, I leaned over to him during the movie. I said, "This is it," and he looked at me. He's like, "I think so."
Yeah.
That bothered me though because like
How brutally died, or
how brutal he died, and then
This
you
whole
let them just go, and you go.
Why didn't they
like
stay?
they all
Help.
should be helping you
yeah.
But even
to
when
get
they
this
were
guy out of here.
when
But-
they were struggling together, like
That's
Ghostface
what
and
I never-
Dewey,
he's like,
nobody was
bye.
helping him. I was like,
Well, the elevator
Jack Quaid.
closed.
no, before they were even in the elevator.
He said that you gotta go back, which is a nice callback to 1. You gotta go back, you always gotta shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
And
I
first
did
of all,
like
he was
that.
dead right because she got him.
And
Yeah.
not for nothing, wouldn't you set up your gun before you're walking over there to
I thought
see
that was
him?
a badass scene though.
That
Yeah.
it was a
it
badass
was
scene.
so cool.
That was for the scene, I guess.
It was, but like it's. I don't know. I think logically sometimes in these movies, and you can't. But it's
Yeah.
like you
It's
could've-
just calling it shot. Essentially, as the whole movie was playing out, they were calling the whole movie of what was going to happen. Because, they're like, Jack Quaid kept saying in this movie, what about my ending? Like that.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I really did love it.
Yeah.
While we were on the subject of brutality.
This whole movie,
Oh my-
every kill was the most gory kill
Stab,
of
stab.
any of the Scream
I think the
series.
only one I can remember out of all the Screams is their original first scene with Drew Barrymore.
Right.
That was brutal.
That was so brutal.
That was
but
a good
other
one.
than that, you see skin like in.
Oh,
like,
oh
and
my
they
god, the
killed him
knife
in the
yeah,
through
like
the
you
face.
saw skin.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
when
Wes.
they killed Wes, yep.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
that
knife
shit
through
just
the
character
went
was-
through, and I was just like,
The blood splattering on the white mask.
oh my god,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
And which, for these directors, if anyone has seen Ready or Not, this is definitely in their wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gore and
Yeah.
violence. And, I feel like that directing style really carried over really well into this movie.
I think they
because
did
it's
a
a
great
change.
job.
It's a good change of pace.
I also
from the
really like
original
that
ones.
they like in Scream 4 there was like that glossy filtery vibe,
Yeah.
cinematography, but like that was gone this time. It was just
It was a lot more
it was
warm
gritty,
yellows.
It was dark.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was definitely a different tone, and I really loved it. And just to nerd out for a second, when Dewey first comes on, did anyone else notice his theme?
Yeah, the song.
Oh, his
Yeah.
little song!
His
I
song-
cried.
Realize that.
Yeah.
I cried.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
they played
yeah.
the Red Right Hand song.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
that
the
was
car.
awesome. I
Yeah.
like that it was coming from the car. That was cool.
Which,
He turned
you
it
know,
off.
I got a little bit emotional about that just because I know that Craven, that's his thing.
Yeah.
He had it in all the first 4 movies, and it was just nice to have it
It
in
was
5.
so nice.
For Wes.
For Wes.
For Wes.
For
I
Wes.
like that they had the character Wes die, and then they had like a whole party that literally was for Wes.
Yeah.
And they had that banner that says for Wes, and I was just like, my heart, I
Yeah.
can't do this right now.
They were just so meta, and then the fact that they didn't even say it, but I knew it. I'm like, all these shots in this last scene, it looks like Stu's house, and the way they're setting up the shots, it's
I
just
knew
like in
it.
Scream
And then
1.
it turned out to be
Stu's house,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no, that's what was great.
It was
And-
cool to see that again on the screen.
So I didn't like the fact that the killers had no connection to any of the characters. They just liked the fandom of the stab movies. And I needed more of a connection to these killers. Like, I wanted to feel like I felt about Billy Loomis.
Well, they had Randy's niece and nephew in there.
But
which-
they weren't the killers.
They weren't the killers, but they did have the connection to the legacy character of Randy. So, I mean,
But they kind of sold it in the previews that everybody has a connection.
Well, she did live in his house.
Yes,
and,
that's true.
That was the
Also, the guy, I don't remember Vince, the guy with the car dude.
Okay,
yeah.
He was Stu
He died.
Macher's,
Yeah.
apparently Stu
Oh.
has a sister.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Stu had a
it's like
sister
a
we
1
never-
second line that I was just like, oh shit, you're just gonna throw that in there? Okay.
And the original, they have to party at Stu's house. Stu's parents
Yeah.
are obviously out of town or something, so
She
we never
does-
see
I
their
know that.
family.
She does say, like, once I moved into this house, like, I got obsessed with the stab movies.
Right.
I would do the same. I
Yeah.
can't even lie.
I do love that the stab movies, and we got to see the scene from Scream 1 played out by Stab,
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
played by the Stab actor.
Yeah.
So even though the acting is just a little worse,
I like that, like, he was on YouTube watching, like a review, I guess.
Of
Stab 8.
Yeah.
It's actually just Stab. They made fun of that. Like,
They
why
pretty
don't you
much said how Stab was going in the routes of like what modern horror is going with reboots and recall it.
flamethrowers and
They called it Stab, and like how and then this movie calls it Scream.
Kind of like Halloween. It's kind of like Halloween.
I love
They
when
called
they
it
mention
out.
that.
They brung up the whole what is it called? A requel?
Requel.
A requel.
I knew they were gonna do that. Like, as soon as this movie was announced, I was like, they're going requels because that is the thing right now.
I know.
It-
I did
Halloween?
love that, like how she loved the artistic horror, how she brought up the Babadook and
the elevated one.
Oh, I
Elevated
love
horror.
that. I love
Oh,
that because a lot of younger people love that.
And honestly,
like that's the new.
I love elevated
I love it.
horror.
I think it's
I
interesting.
mean, I like it.
We love horror, and like,
Yeah,
and
we do.
so this is a movie that's just made for us. If
I
you love,
loved Hereditary.
If you love horror and you love Scream, like this is made for you. Like,
Yeah, they touched on everything, and that's why I really liked it.
It was
Everything.
It was
And I like
meta.
at the end, she's like, I
Very
still
meta.
prefer the Babadook.
all right. Well, another thing about the movie that we should probably bring up is what I thought that what I was sold on when Dewey died. Like, I thought that Courtney Cox's reaction as Gail Weathers to Dewey's death was incredible.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a
that
little
was
choked up because honestly, when Dewey died, it was so violent, it kind of took me out. But when she died, I mean, when she reacted to him dying, like just breaking down.
I've seen this movie
yeah.
3 times.
Oh, you've seen this movie three
Three
times?
times?
I'm
already?
psychotic, I know.
So if we haven't learned anything, Paige is our resident Scream lover.
I went back to back, and I went alone.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't care. But every single time I watched it, all 3 times, I cried. Every single time. When Gail found out Dewey died, oh my god, I have the chills right now even speaking about it.
And she just
And
knew.
Their
I don't know how they did
conversation.
Dewey like
Their-
that.
that was their last
That
conversation.
was so like
Look,
it just
I
felt
have the chills.
it felt so real. It, felt like their
that's
relationship.
How
Yeah,
their marriage ended.
It's-
Like,
they were really married too, so like
Yeah.
it felt like it was like I was just
like they were
watching.
talking about their divorce and that
Oh.
maybe it ended horribly or like this not, but they still care about each other. It
Yeah.
felt real.
I
Yeah.
loved when he was texting her though, and he was like, "Ghostface is here, don't come here."
And she,
And
And
he
then
got
he's
like
like
something else, and he's
I
like,
hope
"Oh,
you're
fuck
doing
it."
well, and then he has a smiley face, and he's like, "Probably should."
But she got so pissed.
smiley
She's like,
face.
You tell me that Ghostface is back
Over
to
a text?
That was awesome. But I knew once Dewey died, and like Gail saw everything, and she's in the hospital. I knew that scene, Sydney was coming, and I was like, "Yes, Nev, where the fuck are you? I love her. I love her."
I know. I couldn't.
At first, I didn't think Nev was gonna. I thought she was gonna do that quick cameo with the stroller, and that was it. She got her.
No.
I would have
the
literally gave this
previews
movie a 2
had
out of
her
10.
more
Matt
in
didn't see
it.
it.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I
okay.
Yeah,
Because
so I was like,
in the
"Ah."
previews they had Gail and her saying, "Are you ready for this?" And she's like,
'Cause they do
I'm
that
not
in a
ready."
lot
I
of
love
movies.
that scene.
Yeah.
They
I-
do that in a lot of movies, though. They'll give you your legacy characters for 2 seconds of screen time, and then go back.
Well,
to
they
the
actually there was a
characters.
joke in there about basically about bringing the legacy characters back, and they talking about the director who directed that Knives Out movie was just they took a shot at Ryan Johnson in The Last Jedi.
Star Wars. Oof.
And about internet fandom, and I guess like
Get into Star Wars, but it wasn't as bad as everybody made it.
no, it's not the worst
Yeah,
Star
it's
Wars,
not.
but that's a
They're
movie.
talking
for
to like big Star Wars.
that's a
people.
movie. That's a talk for another
That's a
day.
whole different movie. That's
But
a
I
whole
did
different
appreciate
video.
them slipping that in there for us. A nice little joke that I don't know if it went over everyone's head, but it was great.
Oh,
But I guess in closing, we all liked it.
wait, we can't close. We didn't even talk about the end.
Oh, we didn't talk about the ending?
No.
No.
All right, well, let's talk about the ending. Like, where are we gonna go from here? Like,
Well, did they say we're gonna get more movies, or is
They
this
never
the end?
did,
No.
but I'm assuming we will if, you know.
But
But
if
then
we
it-
do, they're Sydney and Gala die.
yeah, we can't. Like, I mean, I appreciate them
I don't
leaving
know if
Sydney
they're
and Gale
ready for that.
Well,
alive.
they set up the new character. Like
We-
we don't even need Sydney and Gale in them.
But the
Really.
thing
Calm
is,
down.
do you care about Sam and
I
Tara?
want-
No,
No,
I care about
but
Tara.
Sydney-
I love Tara.
Sydney
I love
has
Dana
children, so she has to be back because she said, "I have kids. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I won't.
rest
I won't
until
rest until this is
fuckers in
over.
the
Yeah.
ground.
I don't know if you guys
So-
caught this, but her husband's name is Mark, right?
Sydney's?
Yeah, like I hope you and Mark are doing well or some shit like that.
Okay.
I think you said that to her. And in Scream 3, Patrick Dempsey, his name is Mark.
So you think that she ended up marrying Patrick Dempsey?
Yes.
That'd be cool. I would be all in if he comes back
Because
for another movie.
he consistently throughout that movie wants to like wow her.
Yeah, because I kept thinking when we were watching Scream 3 that he was going to end up being the killer. I was so...
Same, I was so
That was the
convinced.
cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the cop. Yeah.
Crazy
yeah,
It
yeah.
just seemed a little weird, and this is a pre-Grey's Anatomy Patrick Dempsey. So, but hey, he still looked good.
He looked great. He looked great.
So, but no, it was definitely cool. I didn't even pick up on it. So as far as closing thoughts go, you know, I appreciate everything you guys said, and I'm still pretty sold on it. I would definitely take a Scream 6 or whatever they decide to call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wonder what they could do with that. though.
I would, but it's just getting repetitive as
But-
far as the same.
I mean, I loved it.
Maybe
Like,
we
they-
could
they
have
kinda-
3 killers now.
They
like-
almost
Yes,
reenacted.
I liked how it changed. Everything changed.
Well,
and I liked how they say like this one feels different.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
died, but
So,
that's okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind every 10 years we get a new Scream movie commenting on the current state of horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
But
be
like,
nice.
if they did make a Scream 6, I don't know, say in like 2 years,
Yeah.
what is
We're
the
all
horror
gonna be
gonna
there
be?
going to see it.
Yeah, well, people,
Yeah, but,
I mean, listen,
what
my
ho-
ticket's sold. You just
What
gotta
new
see the
things could
movie.
they say about the horror genre? Because I guarantee you it's going to be still elevated horror.
I don't know.
Like
I mean,
a
change.
sequel to a sequel?
we do change. I mean, horror does change. We went
Horror's
from
changed.
we
yeah.
went from you know, the art house horror of the 70s to slashers to what Scream became.
Yeah, but
where
that's
it's
decades,
90s.
not a couple years.
Then the
In a couple
Conjuring
years, it'll
kind of
still be
movies.
elevated.
It's
Yeah.
still gonna be
that's
elevated. Like,
Paranormal.
Yeah.
oh god, if they go paranormal,
If they
I
go-
saw paranormal.
They go-
I love it, but I mean, I don't think it fits with Scream. But then again,
yeah, no, it wouldn't make sense.
have they disappointed us yet?
Not
No.
yet.
No.
Yeah.
Scream 3 is still the biggest disappointment, and if that's the worst movie in the franchise, I will take it.
Yeah.
I will
Still
take
Well, guys, we've drifted enough. I think we all have said everything we need to say. I think I speak for me and Matt. Thank you guys for joining us today.
You're welcome.
In the end, see
It
the
was a
movie.
pleasure.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
out, see it. It was great.
I hope you saw it though if you're watching this,
And
'cause
if
then
you-
you just watched it in 20 minutes.
And if you want to see us do more of these roundtable reviews, please let us know in the comments. And thank you guys for joining.
Alright, guys, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and